Hey there everybody, Groovy here, coming at you from the Grindhouse, and today we're going to be doing a follow-up video to trailer reactions, that's plural, that we did a little while back. Well, I was actually so negative when I saw the first trailer for this film that when they released the second, slightly better trailer, that I felt compelled to actually make a nicer trailer reaction video just to say that I was giving it a fighting chance. You know what I mean? But I have to say, after watching this movie, that my gut reaction for that first trailer was spot on. Today we're going to be talking about the sequel to the 2018 anti-hero superhero actioner film. Today we're talking about Venom. Let There Be Carnage. Now, what is wrong with this film? Alright, there are a lot of things that are wrong with this film. As I said, that first trailer reaction that I said, where I said it seems like they're kind of going for a kind of Deadpool kind of comedy tone, where they have Eddie Brock and Venom bickering with each other like an old married couple. That's like 75% of this movie. That's all you're really getting. There's no character development between these two. There's nothing moving forward. You're just arguing back and forth, and it gets really fucking old, really fucking fast. As I said, the tone and nature of that first trailer lets you know exactly what to expect in this movie. And then shockingly, there's not a lot of carnage in this movie, and I don't mean that in a action sense, which also there's not a lot of action in this film, but I mean that in a literal sense, as in there's very little Carnage, the character, in this movie. The entire plot of this movie is Eddie gets a call from Cletus Kasady. He wants to talk to him and tell him his story. Eddie goes and gets his story and listens to it and then publishes it, and Eddie gets success and starts to work his way back into the world of journalism. Then Cletus Kasady gets mad because Eddie leaves out the parts where he was abused as a child, which drove him to become a psycho murderer serial killer. And that pisses Cletus Kasady off, so he calls Eddie back for one more visit before he gets executed. And then when they're arguing, he takes a bite out of Eddie, which lets him ingest a little bit of the Venom symbiote, turning him into Carnage. And then after that, Carnage pretty much does a jailbreak when they're trying to execute him. He goes and rescues his girlfriend from the orphanage where they were raised. They burn the house down, and then they move to the climactic fight at the cathedral, which again they show you in the trailers. That's the entire film here in a nutshell. And I'm actually not even paraphrasing too much. That is literally the entire plot. You get like 3 scenes with Carnage in it. A jailbreak, him going and breaking his girlfriend out of jail, which actually happens pretty quick because it's pretty much he gets in there, he breaks the glass, lets her out, they burn the building down, hop off into their car and drive off. That's pretty much the entire jailbreak. And then we get the cathedral fight at the end, which is a bit of a cool fight, but again, it's just CGI monster versus CGI monster with not a lot of weight to it, and it looks okay, but be honest with you, the cathedral fight in this is actually not much better than the cathedral fight in the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, and that's saying a lot. I mean, the CGI looks a little bit better, but at least that fight was a little bit more creative and made a little bit more sense with the way that they kind of used Daredevil's powers and stuff like that, but I digest. The acting in this movie is okay at best. Cletus Kasady, played by Woody Harrelson, he does an okay job, but he's so ham-fisted that it's hard to take him seriously, and he doesn't even really seem like that credible of a threat. He just seems like a gross weirdo. And poor Naomi Harris, man, I don't know why she took this role. Maybe she's hurting for money, but she deserves better than this, and she can do better than this. I mean, she was fucking in 28 Days Later. That girl can act. But what we get from her in this is just a totally flat character with no depth and very little motivation and no development at all. She's just there to be Cletus's girlfriend, to give him a reason to break out of jail, so then he can break her out of jail so that they can go and try to kill some people and get married. And they don't even really do that too well because they kind of just rush towards that climatic fight, because I just feel like everybody who was making this just wanted to get this over with, man. This movie is just bad, man. At least I can say that it moves quickly because the running time is only 90 minutes long. But damn, man, I don't know if there was that much more that they could have done with this, because the basic plot that they kind of came up with was really bare bones. It was pretty much just like an idea seed for them to build off of, but they didn't build anything off of it. It's like, how do we get Carnage on the screen? Okay, we'll do it like this. All right, what are we gonna do with it? Well, we already got him on screen. Isn't that enough? No! No, you fuckers. You have to do something interesting with the character. You have to make the character scary. You have to make us afraid of him. Having him break out of jail and then turning into a CGI tornado and attacking people and stuff like that, like a fucking Tasmanian devil, is not really what we wanted to see from the Carnage character. Now, I will have to say that the cathedral fight wasn't bad, and the jailbreak scene was pretty cool. There was some action in that scene, but other than that, those two scenes are the majority of the action in the entire film. As a matter of fact, they're all of the action in this film. There's no real action with Venom actually fighting crime or fighting criminals or anything like that. It's just Eddie going back and forth to his apartment, talking to Cletus, arguing with the Venom symbiote. Venom symbiote gets mad, he leaves, Venom symbiote goes around, gets drunk, goes to a rave, parties it up, and eventually goes back to Mrs. Chen at the end. And that part was kind of funny, but it was so brief that it's just like, it's there for a cameo gag. And then other than that, that's really all there was to this movie, man. I would say if you did really love the first Venom movie, maybe go watch this. But again, I would not pay money to watch this. If you're paying more than like $3 at a Redbox, then you are doing yourself a disservice, man, because this movie is a stinker. As I said, the CGI is not that great. The plot is totally paper thin. The acting is okay at best. There's nothing going on with these characters. There's no development with these characters. They try to shoehorn in some comic book references, but because they don't have so much to draw from, I guess because they don't have access to all these other Spider-Man characters or whatever, or they have plans to use these other Spider-Man characters, dear fucking God, that he can't really do anything. All he can go is talk to the guy, come back to his apartment, talk to the guy, come back to his apartment, guy breaks out, he hides from the guy goes, breaks his girlfriend out, they go and they kidnap Eddie's girlfriend, and then Eddie has to go fight him after he meets back up with the Venom symbiote. That's this movie in a nutshell. And I feel bad for Andy Serkis, man, because these are the kinds of movies that you don't want on your resume when you're trying to direct serious films. And I know that he can do better than this, or at least I would hope that he can do better than this, but this movie was just not a good showing really on any front. And as I said, I haven't seen Morbius yet, but I can't imagine it's much worse than this, right? 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 But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'm done talking about this snooze fest. Do you guys think that this was a great sequel to 2018's Venom? Do you think it was better than that? Do you think it was worse than that? Do you think that I'm totally wrong on this? Sound off in the comment section and let me know. I always love to hear your guys' opinions. My opinion on this is that my first trailer reaction, you guys can go back and watch it, I'll probably link it here in the video description, was 100% spot on. And I'm not always that good with those trailer reactions, but damn, I hit the nail on the head this time. I hope you guys enjoy your day. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys stay classy. We'll be back talking about more movies soon, and stay groovy, people. We outie. Bye-bye.